Paul Common. Common. C-O-M... Like the word, yeah. So have I won? A clock radio. Yeah, I'll have that. Great, thanks. One gold donkey. Two gold donkeys. A burrito. Hi, is that Poncho Prizes? Hi Alberto, hi. Yeah, I've got a scratch card here from my local paper. It says there's a guaranteed prize for every player. I got 2 gold donkeys and a burrito. A nothing donkey? Yeah, great, I'll have that. Cheers. Yeah. My address and my bank details. Not a problem. I'll get that sent tomorrow. Great, thanks Alberto. I'm an actor by trade. I studied for it. Got my degree and everything. Got all the books. Stanislavski, Bruck, Brecht, Shaken, Artaud. You name it, I've read it. Or watched it. I love documentaries. I actually came top 20 in my class out of 25. So on the broader scale, you could say I'm in the top 80%. I actually worked that out before you came. One of last month's winnings, that. This is my new scheme at the minute. Acting's a pretty tough gig, and the jobs I do get don't pay much, so when I'm not working, I play the free scratch cards. I'm now the proud owner of 3 deep fat fryers. I was thinking about selling the ones that I don't need, but then I thought, Paul, unnecessary kitchen utensils or interesting conversation pieces. So now I've got another one on the way. I was thinking about making them into a display with my 12 o'clock radios. I've only been out of uni for about 6 months now, so I'm still waiting for that dream role, I guess. But if I had to do adverts and training videos for the rest of my life, I reckon I'd be happy enough. Or I could open a chip shop. Sorry. Hi, Dad. Hi, it's Paul. It's Paul. P.A. It's your son. It's Paul. Hi. Yeah. You don't need a deep fat fryer, do you? £370. But it's for my phone bill. Dad? Hello? Hello? Dad? You don't fancy buying a deep fat fryer, do you? all heard of the term sexual harassment. But do any of you actually know what it means? I'll take that silence as a no. Or maybe you've been sexually harassed before by a colleague, or your milkman, or your oncologist. Either way, I am now here to play the part of an overly friendly colleague in the workplace, while Janie here will be playing the role of the harassee. Now, see if you can spot what I do wrong. Good morning, Janie. How's the husband? Now, what was inappropriate about that? Let's have a look, shall we? First of all, I asked Janie about her husband, when we can clearly see from her attire that she is a widow. Remember, short skirt, open blouse, on the lookout for a spouse. But these are Janie's circumstances to act upon, not ours. It's not the 1950s anymore, and unfortunately, women have freedoms, which means that we men have to change too. The second thing I did wrong was to touch Janie on the behind. As a man, I see this as a non-threatening social act, a show of camaraderie and friendship. However, when we interviewed female victims of sexual harassment in the workplace, 98% of them did not understand this. So we must now stop this too. Instead, we must greet our female colleagues with a firm handshake, maintaining eye contact at all times. Good morning, Janie. You should not, as I am doing now, break eye contact to stare at the woman's chest. This can make women feel uncomfortable and objectified. As a man, I consider this to be a compliment, but unfortunately, women do not, which can cause much conflict in the workplace. So even though they're there, right in front of you, warm and supple and pert, good morning, goodbye, Jeannie. Notice how I broke eye contact, but managed to retain it again before things became uncomfortable? Well, this video can teach you many things, but only practice will perfect them. So there you go, the ins and outs of sexual harassment in the workplace. I think anyone like me has that innate fear of coming out of their parents. It is nerve-wracking. It is. But if I hadn't have done it, I wouldn't have enjoyed uni life at all. Do it when you're young, and then when you start venturing out into the world, everybody knows and everybody's fine with it. So I sat my parents down and I told them flat out. And like my mum said, looking back, it was obvious really. I never played sports. I got on better with girls. I was never short on scarves or satchels. My dad didn't take it so well though. With him, it was all about tradition and family pride, how it would make him look in front of his friends and colleagues. He's a proud man, my dad. He's very proud. And he does have an estate agent, so he's got his reputation to think about and keeping the business afloat. And he serves all the community. It's pretty tight-knit. And they like to talk. Quite judgmental, really. We didn't talk for a while after that, me and my dad. I finished my A-levels. I got everything ready for university. And then I decided to sit him down one last time, a couple of days before I was going to leave. And I said, Dad, I know it's not what you wanted of me, and I know you don't want to hear it, but this is it, this is who I am. I'm an actor. And I said, Dad, look at me. Look at me. And he did. He looked. For the first time in what felt like months, he looked. And it was a bit tense at first, but we get on fine now. I'll call up and he'll pretend he doesn't know who it is, and he'll say the only reason he bought the house was so that I'd be far away from home, and that he wouldn't have to see me. The sort of things that dads always say. But I saw that day, as he handed me my bags and he looked at me, that he was happy to see me leave.